So you're thinking of moving to Centennial Hills in Las Vegas, Nevada? In this video, we're going to go ahead and take a tour around Centennial Hills, and we're going to show you a couple different houses in different price points, one at about 400, one at about 600, one at about 900, to see what fits within your budget and what that looks like, that type of neighborhood. So let's get after it right now. Your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Centennial Hills, Las Vegas, and the market in general here, go ahead and hit subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and you'll be the first in the know for everything new that's happening here in Las Vegas and Centennial Hills. My name's Anthony, and every day I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make the move to Centennial Hills in Las Vegas, and we absolutely love it. Look, if you're looking to move to Las Vegas or Centennial Hills in the next 30 to 90 days, go ahead and shoot me a text, send me an email, and I will be more than happy to make your move as smooth as possible. So right now we're here in Centennial Hills, and where we are in particular is Floyd Lamb Park. Now Floyd Lamb Park is part of the Tule Springs area. It was one of the original developments, and why you see a lot of these old buildings and different structures that have been here for a long time. It is a fantastic place to go. Now the grass is a little bit frosted over. We're filming this in the middle of winter, so the grass is a little dry and it's a little bit frosted over, but normally during the spring through the fall, this place is booming with life. In fact, we took a little bit of a look around, and we'll show you some of that here, but you'll see there is tons of waterfowl here. There's a giant lake that they do stock up, so it's a really cool place to go and spend a Saturday afternoon having a picnic. You can even go fishing in the lake, and they do stock it on the regular. So as long as you have a license here in Nevada, a fishing license, you can go ahead and go fishing. But let's get on to Centennial Hills as far as living, because this will be right in your backyard. Centennial Hills is in the northwest segment of Las Vegas. Now the northwest is probably the newest section of growth here in Las Vegas, and it is growing like crazy. Centennial Hills has only been really developed over the last 15 to 20 years, and you can see that there's still a lot of growth going on, so there is a lot of new construction. If you're looking for a new construction, this is the place for you. There is construction by all of the fantastic premier builders here. Lennar, in fact, we're going to look at a Lennar home. You'll see some of the cool features there. Like there's a lot of RV parking. In fact, they even have RV garages, which I'll hope to show you that in later on in the video as well. But it's just a great area that's really booming, really growing. It's a little bit farther out there, but one of the really cool things is that there is a lot of new infrastructure. So if you want the newest stores and you want that new feel, this is a great area for you. This is, like I said, the newest growth area here in Vegas, and it is getting a ton of traction. Within the past 10 years, you would not believe the explosion in growth. There's a couple big, more master plan type communities, even though they're not master planned, but they're big developments. There's Skye Canyon, there's Providence, there's a couple different big developments like that where they have multiple builders throughout certain sections, so they take a huge swath of land and they kind of make it more uniform with a lot of different developments in there. Great place to take a look at. Centennial Hills got close to the freeways, close to access to everything. And remember, Vegas is not that big. Vegas is 28 miles by 28 miles, including Henderson. So even though you're towards the end part of Las Vegas, your dollar goes further. You get more land in a lot of cases. You get newer construction. Fantastic place to live. But enough about that. Let's look at a couple of those homes and see if those work for you, and if you want to go ahead and get some more information and find out if Centennial Hills is the right place for you. So let's get after it. Let's go. Okay, so we're at our first house here in Centennial Hills, and it's a great little neighborhood. And one of the things that you'll find about Centennial Hills in particular is because it is a newer development and it's where a lot of the growth is happening, you're going to find a lot of these enclaves of small developments. So 20, 50, 100 home developments that have their own HOA, their own little distinct flavor. You don't have that master planned community that you would find in a Summerlin or somewhere like that. But it's a fantastic price points. You get a lot of newer construction and you get a lot of newer things going on. But you will notice that there is developments without that whole master planned community feel. And one of the places that we're going to go to right now is one of our more entry-level homes. This is a really beautiful home that's coming on the market soon here. It's $410,000, 1,833 square feet, 3-bed, 3-bath. It comes to about $224 a square foot, and it was built in 2015. And we even have our own little dogs and dog parks. It's a great little place. So you can see it's a great little neighborhood to live in. It even has a lot of real nice little details, like the stonework on the front. It looks fantastic, really well taken care of, because even though it is its own development and its own community, you do still have an HOA. So you'll find that all the lawns are really nicely taken care of as well. And they do have a lot of facilities, like as you see, we have our little dog run area, we have our dog parks, and you see people are out here just having fun. It's a fantastic little community, and you can't beat it for $224 a square foot, 1,833 square feet, $410,000. Fantastic place to live. You're really close to the 215, which is the major freeway. You're close to the high school as well. It's just a really nice little area and a fantastic little house to take a look at. So let's take a little drive around this particular neighborhood and see what it looks like. Now remember, each development is kind of its own, so you will find a different flavor and a different feel to each one. So let's see what this one's all about. Okay, we're at our second house. Now we're in the Providence development of Centennial Hills. Now Providence is one of the original big developments of Centennial Hills, and there's a couple of new ones, like there's Skye Canyon, which is another big development here in Centennial Hills. But Providence is one of the originals, and they have fantastic, beautiful homes. In fact, the one that we're going to is $610,000. It's 2,100 square feet. It comes in at just under $291 a square foot. Like I said, this is a fantastic neighborhood. All the homes are beautiful. You do pay a little bit more, but you're getting a little bit more for your money. Now, this was built in 2007. It's 3-bed, 3-bath, but it is a fantastic little charmer, and I think it's a great little neighborhood. A little bit more mature, so you have a little bit, you have less construction going on. But what you do have are still beautiful homes. So this is the home we're talking about. It's 3-bedroom, 3-bath, $291 a square foot, almost 2,100 square feet, $610,000. Just a great little neighborhood and a fantastic area to live in. You're real close to shopping. There's the grocery store less than a mile away. It's a really nice Albertsons, which is a fantastic store. Everything in Centennial Hills is kind of new. And by new, we're talking within the last 15 years. Like I said, another fantastic little neighborhood. In fact, what I think we'll do now, we'll take a little bit of a drive around and we'll see what we can get in this neighborhood. Now, it is gated, as are most of the new developments here. So you'll either have a security gate where the code, or you do have some guard gated as well. But this one has a code. Anyways, let's go take a drive around, and then we'll go to our next and last house, which is a $900,000 house, and we'll see what we get for in the $900,000 range. But for $600,000, this is magnificent. I'd love to show you something like this, because this is exactly what we're talking about. Let's go for that ride. Okay, so we're at our last house now, and we are in the Emerald Crest subdivision of Centennial Hills. Now, this is a Lennar community, so Lennar is the builder. Lennar is one of big builder here. There's KB Homes, Toll Brothers. Lennar builds a lot of great homes here in the area, and there's a few others. But Lennar is one of the premier builders here in Las Vegas, and they built this home. Now, this home was built in 2020, so it is almost brand new. But I will tell you, this is a fantastic little community. Like, even this house, now this isn't the house we're looking at, but you'll notice they have an RV garage door, which means you can actually park your RV in there. That is unusual, and you don't see a ton of those here. So Lennar thinks of all those little things. One of the things that they do offer in their houses as well, and I don't know if this one in particular has it, but you don't need a pest control guy or woman. What they have is a built-in pest control system. So you fill it every so often to take care of your pest control. They have a lot of great little features like that. Like I said, Lennar is one of the premier builders here in Las Vegas, and they make quality homes, and it's one that you should definitely take a look at if you have the ability to. They also do, because they are a builder, they're continuing to build in this northwest area, the Centennial Hills, and the northwest corner of Las Vegas is an area where they're building a lot of new homes. So Lennar, remember that. Okay, so this house, like I said, 2020 it was built. It is 3,227 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath. It is on the market for $875,000, which comes up to $271 a square foot. But you'll notice there's great attention to detail in just about everything they do. This is one of those smaller developments. It's not a huge master plan community. The one that we were at previously in Providence, that's more of a master plan type community. Skye Canyon, that's more of a master plan type community. But these Lennar, they buy a chunk of land and they put maybe 50, 100 homes in that land. So the Emerald Crest development is something like that. So they've got a lot of everything that you're looking for, and I recommend that you go and take a look at it. If any of these make sense to you and you want to take a look at and go dive deeper into this, just let me know. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, and I'd be happy to show you what's available here in Centennial Hills. Again, dynamic place, really growing, a lot of the new development here in Las Vegas. So I think you'll be happy, and I'd love to talk to you and make your move easier. Until the next video, or until I see you in the neighborhood, see you then.